All right, everyone. I hope you guys are here watching the Real South Africa. It's been a minute since we've been able to reach out to you guys. So we decided to do a live, and I hope you guys are watching us tonight. We just want to bring you some good content, just kind of have a conversation with you guys, let you guys know what's going on, because it's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a very long time. We miss you guys, so we decided we would, show you our live faces versus, the ones that are on video. So,
Yeah.
so welcome, and
Yeah, welcome.
and we're glad to be here.
Yeah. We've been very busy, as you guys probably noticed. We've been all over, because the what you call it, the COVID situation has gotten much better over here. Obviously, we've dropped all our restrictions over here in South Africa, so we've been kind of getting out a little bit more, doing a lot more, a whole lot more.
Despite it being winter, we've been rolling.
Yeah, that's right. It's winter on this side, so
still winter.
So for you guys that are in the U.S., you guys are dealing with triple digit temperatures. I think in Celsius it's about 40 to 45 degrees Celsius every day. But over here we've been dealing with it's been pretty nice. It's been pretty brisk. It was like 65 degrees.
Today was like 71, 72.
Yeah. And we're in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
And that's in Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
I know my South Africans be like 70 degrees. What is that?
Yeah, like how do you even like convert that? So
yeah.
I don't know, what was it? 18, 20? I don't know.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, because everybody got iPhones or phones in general.
Yeah.
And so we can look at it. But what I want to do, I want to get a few people, a little bit more people in the room. So I'm gonna put you on a commercial break and check it out. And then we come back, and we will start chatting some more. So check this out. All right, what's up? Okay, y'all guys saw that. Y'all know that's our intro. Y'all know we like it. We like it a lot.
We do.
Yeah, and so forth. But yeah, there's a few more people in the room, which is good. And of course, I see a lot of people already, leaving comments and stuff like that. We really appreciate that.
Hey, from Soweto. What's up?
Drive line. Okay, let me put some more stuff up on the board here. And then, of course, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you.
It is a happy Sunday.
As well. And then, of course, we got a foreigner in the house.
Uh-oh.
All the way from Canada.
What's up, son?
We see you. And we got another foreigner as well.
Hey, Paula, we did chat. We had a good chat. We had a good chat on the phone.
Yeah. We actually do talk with a lot of our people that we do bring here to South Africa, just so we can get the feel of what they're looking for, because we just don't have cookie cutter scenarios. We have proper tourism packages for people when they come. So yeah, it's cool. So if you guys have any questions or any comments or things that you want to know about us, what's going on, like I said, it's been a while, but we're back. Just make sure you just put a comment, and then we will do everything we can to reply, because we got somebody from the Bronx. Boogie down. Yeah, this is nice.
Thank you, Tokozani. I appreciate you.
And then of course, Richmond, Virginia. We used to actually live just maybe 30, 45 minutes away from there, up in Stafford, Virginia. We lived there for years.
Longer than we would like to admit, but yes, we did. And I have a hair appointment there coming up in Richmond. So
yeah, so she might be showing up there.
I gotta come that side.
Yeah, to check out some things. And then of course, we got another brother, William. He's constantly on our channel. He's been a good subscriber, and he's been spreading the word and doing all the good things. So we truly appreciate everybody, and actually we appreciate everyone.
No, we do.
Yeah,
we do.
Because this thing is it's a grassroots movement.
It really is. Yeah. And it's gonna take each and every one of you you know, coming outside of your comfort zone, sharing, talking about what it is we, you know, share, and actually appreciating, you know, what it is you actually see, because it definitely is a labor of love, is what I would call it. Just so you guys can get an idea of what, you know, what we have access to here as African Americans or diasporan here in South Africa.
Yeah. We feel really good about what we're doing because we're here on the ground here every day, and so we hear from you guys a lot saying, "Hey, I'm looking at trying to come to South Africa. It wasn't something on my list. It was something, or I may always wanted to go, but I don't because I don't know who to talk to. There's a lot of things I just don't know." So we have kind of, like I said, we've worked it out a whole lot. A lot of these entities here in South Africa come to us and say, "Hey, you know what? I see you guys are doing everything you can to, you know, bring, you know, a whole new market, because basically we are a whole new market." Would you agree?
I mean, it's definitely a whole new market because it's really probably the first space in tourism where we're looking at the whole spectrum of and the whole arc of tourism as a whole. So definitely a niche market, however you want to say it. Hello, Princess. Hello. And hey, Cheryl, I see you out there too. But grateful for being able to see that it was something that we could add value to, and number two, be able to actually provide those things.
Yeah, because nobody's doing it for us. I mean, you guys know, especially those in the US, you know, I know South Africans are like, "What do you mean you never heard of South Africa?" A lot of us, we've heard of it, but we only heard maybe one or two things, and then that's about it. But there's a lot more here. So since we're way on that side, on the other side of the world, and yes, we have internet, but trust me, anytime you start pulling up Africa in any way, it's just not a good look. But since we're here, you know, conveniently, we just kind of know conveniently. Yeah, we just popped up. We know a little different from what we see every day. Is it a perfect location? No, I haven't been to one yet, and I've been to, you know, maybe 50 countries, maybe even more. So I don't think there's a perfect location, but if there's a place that I prefer South Africa. So yeah, so far. 100%. So it's pretty interesting that like what's happening.
No, I can't even add to that. So I'm gonna ask you a question. Tell me about your day. What did you do today?
Well, I got up this morning. I was like, you know, what am I gonna do? And so I just decided to you know, I like looking at cars. If you guys have been following this channel at all, I try to slip in a car situation every single time. Like I try to slip in a look because I like looking at cars. I own a few cars, you know, here and there. I'm not gonna divulge. You got to be close to see.
They know.
Yeah, but there was a massive car show at one of the racetracks here. It's in Pretoria, Centurion area. The people that here knows exactly what I'm talking about. And yeah, it's I went to the car show and I spent the day, you know, looking at cars. I was surprised how many old Datsuns from the 70s that people have fixed up and made them look very, very nice. So it's good. And I do agree, Kerbelon. Stop shaking your head, Tasha.
Sometimes you don't have no words, and all you can do is just is just shake your head. Yeah. So while he was at the car show today, right? I got to stay inside the house. It was quiet. I got to watch some Netflix. I got to watch all the stuff that I want to watch without an interruption. I didn't have to see a car video for at least 4 hours. So that was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day for me.
Yeah, and plus the weather was pretty nice and so forth. So yeah, it's interesting times in the kingdom. And I say that, and I'm going to say it now, that there are more flights coming from the US now than ever. So then that means that you guys that are sitting in the US that are like, man, you know what? I need to get to that South Africa because Mark is showing us what's going on. And Tasha as well. So there are more flights than ever because we remember during COVID, I mean, we might have had one flight a week.
It was tough.
Yeah, it was like
tough.
one flight a week coming in, and yeah, hold on, matter of fact, hold on, Keith. I see. I put your comment up there because you're 100% right. We do need to get Ronnie Dunn, back on, and we will. We'll probably get him on this platform here. So yeah, he has an amazing story, and we're going to talk about him a little bit as well, whatnot. But going back to the flights, there's more flights now. There's actually a flight that's leaving out of Atlanta, going directly to Cape Town. There's already one coming to Johannesburg. So tourism is opening up. Things are getting back in order. And the good part about all of that is that right now, believe it or not, and I don't know why, maybe you guys can tell me, but I was told directly from the Tourism Bureau here, South Africa Tourism, that the U.S. market is their number one market. And that has never been. It's never been the number one market.
But it is now.
Yeah, we need to let that sink in. Yeah, so people are coming to South Africa to find out, what the opportunities are, how fun it is, the packages. We always say there's more than just safari, but safari's fun.
It is fun.
Don't throw safari away. I like safari. If I wasn't going to look at cars, I'd probably be out there on the game drive right now.
Well, if it's outside, that's exactly where he'll be. So safari, cars, outside, same thing.
Yeah. So a lot of more tourists are showing up, and of course, all you have to do is just contact us, and you could be one of those tourists. I think we had some people came in tonight.
We've got people landing at almost every day this week. So we are busy. We've got people leaving as well almost every day this week. So definitely been busy. Can't complain about it all. We've had a lot of people that you guys have been able to see, a lot of people that you guys haven't seen because we have been so busy. But just, to kind of recap some of our favorites, I'll let you start with some of your favorites from this last, I guess, the second quarter.
Favorite what?
Well, I don't want to say favorite person or favorite guest or favorite, like what tours? What do you want to call them?
I don't know. Travelers.
Yeah, your favorite. Yeah, your favorite.
Yeah, everybody's cool. Honestly, everybody. Everybody. We've been very fortunate that everybody that we brought here, even if they came from St. Martin's, I see you, Anthony Andrew. If they come here, I guess they've been watching our videos. So thank you guys for watching our videos.
Thank you.
Yeah, and whatnot, and of course, like and subscribe and all of that. So no, because like 40% of you people who are watching the videos aren't subscribed. Now, I'm still glad you're watching, but it helps, obviously, as you guys have heard, if you watch YouTube, it helps other people discover our channel, which is a good thing, because then they get the opportunity to say, oh, I didn't know South Africa was a thing. And then next thing you know, they're coming to South Africa and they're having these great experiences that you guys see on our testimonial, on our YouTube channel under the playlist of testimonials, and they all have stories. Like every single one, they have stories. Like, for example, Chelsea.
Yeah, she's so young. I like her. Just the fact that and I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had a little soft spot for a second. You can go ahead. You can talk about Chelsea.
No. I wanna all talk about Chelsea for a lot of reasons. The biggest reason is because Chelsea literally, she, in my mind, she's in her early 20s, mid 20s, I think, something like that. She trusted us to come here, and we took care of her so well to when she had some more time, because she works remotely. She decided to come back, and she called Tasha and said, "Hook me up. I'm coming back to South Africa."
And I think what I like most about it is when after she and I had our chat, she was like, she gave me enough time. We got everything squared away. And even during her time here, which she stayed the full 90 days, she's planning her next 90 days. Yeah. Because that's what young people do. Like, they don't wait. They make a decision and they move quickly. So I'm a little bit envious that she's so young and she's able to, hop like that. But she definitely is an inspiration to other young people that are looking to work in the remote workspace. She's a wealth of knowledge, and she really just proves to me that if you really want to see the world, that you just need to make the decision to do it. And she did. So
I think at the end of the day, and I don't want to dwell on it because everybody has a story.
Yeah, that's the good part.
And y'all guys, you see a part of it because we might interview them for a little while, but their story starts with a phone call, or better yet, it starts with them watching our videos.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, okay, or they're watching somebody else who did a video, who asked to do a video. So it's all of us working together to make this work. All of us.
Yeah.
And the good part about it is, she's willing to tell her story, and there's going to be somebody we already know that's going to call us and say, hey, I saw her.
Yeah.
And now I want to do the same thing. So it works. So, and we're here to assist because we do have a lot of resources to make things work for you.
We do. And it's funny, I'm just sitting here thinking about all of the different types of people we've had come through. So we had Chelsea, a single young female. Someone brought up Ronnie, single male. He came by himself.
Yeah.
And then we had basically two families, one with bigger children.
Yeah.
And then some with smaller children.
Yeah.
So it basically, to me, it proves to me that South Africa is a place where everyone can get in. Because if I think about the 2 or 3 year old that was here with us, she had a blast, and she got a bunch of aunties while she was here. And I'm talking about Brandon and Crystal Lewis. They were a blast. And then I think about Jermaine and Sandra Beckley, and they basically brought their older kids, and their older kids were like, we don't want to leave either.
Yeah.
So it really is a situation where once you get here, to me, and you feel South Africa, it's like, how often can I get back there when I'm planning my next trip? I really don't want to leave.
Yeah.
And it starts the whole ball rolling, which is really all we want you guys to do, just to start thinking for yourself.
Yeah. And like Sonia McLean says, what about the Canadian market? We've had some Canadians here. We have some Canadians that are planning to come here. So it's happening. It's a smaller market, so it's a little bit less impactful. Actually, our viewership, I think, between South Africa and the U.S., Canada is the next size in our viewership. So the more people that start watching these things, the more people will say, you know what, I can do that South African thing. Okay. Now I want to bring up one thing that this young lady, Paula, which we spoke about earlier, we talked about load shedding. Well, load shedding is, let me tell you what load shedding is. It's not particularly rolling blackouts, like something that's uncontrolled. It's actually a controlled thing. A lot of times the equipment needs to be worked on. So what they do is they take things offline so they can repair them and then put them back online. And so we all know, for the most part, when they're going to cut it off, the power.
Yeah.
And it's not that serious. A lot of us that's the time to go to sleep, take a nap, go for a walk, or like a lot of us do, we end up going somewhere else that we know that is not experiencing load shedding.
Yeah.
So a lot of us have gotten extremely used to it. A lot of locations, like for example, like what we had Chelsea, they had backup generators and things like that. Like us, we have a backup system as well. So it's not as uncontrollable like if you had a storm like in the Midwest in the U.S. and the power is going to be out for a week or so. That it never happens that way. It's normally out for 2 hours, maybe in the morning. If it's extreme, it might be 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, or it just might be 2 hours. But recently, we haven't seen load shedding in a while, so it's all hit and miss. But for the most part, it's something that's very doable, and it shouldn't keep you from saying I want to be in South Africa, because it doesn't stop everyone.
It doesn't.
I'm just saying. Okay. I see y'all guys have a lot of stuff here. Okay. So like this Dee, I see you. Okay. It should be on your list. It should be a little higher. You should bump that bad boy up.
We can make it on your now list. I mean, we'll take bucket list for right now, but if you can put us on your now list, we can start planning. go ahead and schedule the call. We'll get you going as soon as we can.
Yeah, and the reason why is because most people, matter of fact, 100% of the people, of the hundreds of people that we've brought here to South Africa, a lot of them have bucket lists very similar. And then when they got here, they were saying, I should have been coming here a long time ago.
It does make you feel that way.
And then you don't want to go nowhere else. There's no other location that you want to go to. So that's just so you know. That's just what we know.
So give us a buzz, Dee. We'll make it work.
Okay. And then it said African Americans must come to South Africa or Africa now. Doors are open for them.
See, Dee, he just said it now, not bucket list, now.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'm having a good time going through all your comments because I can see them. So I'm putting them up as I can get them. And then it said, I hope the government recognizes you as ambassadors. You inspire a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am standing by. I am standing by. I feel like we are, we see a need. We know that we're here and South Africans are always asking us where the Americans are, like, where are the other people like yourselves? Like, you guys are looking for African Americans to be here, and you guys don't understand why. We do. Yeah. So that's why we go through all these undulations to get this information to those in the diaspora, because we know what it takes, because we know what they go through.
Yeah. And we know what they need to escape from.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why we make our trips I want to say as low maintenance as possible, meaning that all you really need to do is just get your international flight and we'll do the rest. Yeah. Because we really feel like if you've worked that hard and you've taken the time to fly 9,000 plus miles over 14, 16, 18 hours, that you should just be taken care of when you get here. So if you just allow us to do that, I promise you it'll be worth it. Yeah. Because the truth of the matter is that's what happened to us when we first got here. We were hosted by a family. We flew all those hours. I don't even remember which airline we flew, but it was so long ago. Yeah. And when we landed, they grabbed our bags. They had a welcome sign for us, kind of like nice. What a lot of you guys get. You have a sign welcoming you with your name on it when you come, and the guy grabs your bags. So we just try to duplicate that, and then they took care of us for 10 full days. Yeah. Literally took care of us. Yeah. So we just try to duplicate that.
Of course, Anthony Hunt earlier, he said that he was a neighbor of Ronnie Dunn. Ronnie Edward Dunn.
He didn't put his whole name.
Whole government name.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah, this is actually fun. But I will tell you that the people that has come here recently, we don't get an opportunity to chat with everyone. There's a lot of people that come and you guys never see them. I try to put their picture up on a post, but you guys don't see them. But there's a lot of Americans coming to South Africa, and they're contacting us, and I really appreciate it. And a lot of it has to do with if you listen to all the videos, people say what they want to say, especially Ronnie Dunn. I will tell you a lot of it is because the South Africans that they've run into. I want people that's in America to understand that we don't put these South Africans in a barrel with our people and then expect them to just interact. Yeah. No, our people are out and about. Like when you go to the Dominican Republic, you generally just go to your resort and you stay there, and then you only interact with the ones that are inside the resort that's working there.
Unless you travel with this one, and then
I'll leave.
Then you will end up asking somebody another question, and then you end up catching a taxi to some place. We have the best fish ever. Yeah, which we did. But it came because we started to explore. But we put you in situations here where you are able to explore and you're able to feel safe when you explore. So it's not a situation where you got to ask somebody to take you somewhere to some seedy spot. Like, we're going to take you to where if you walk outside the door, you're going to run into some locals. You're going to have a conversation. You're going to meet some friends. I mean, when we get Ronnie back on here, I'll let him tell you his story. But a couple days into his trip, he literally crashed because he started going as soon as he got here. And he was like, I heard some music. I was out till 4 a.m. But that's what happens because you're literally in the middle of everything going on. So you get to be a part of it, and you don't want to miss it. You really don't want to miss it.
And ultimately, you're safe anyway. Because you're, the facts are you're Black. Nobody won't know who you are until you open your mouth. And then they're going to be like, wow, I just saw a unicorn. There's an African American over there.
Yeah.
Hopefully one day that won't be the case. Hopefully it'll be commonplace to see an African American running around and vice versa and whatnot. But I do see you out there, Compton. I see you, Compton.
You're far away from home. Well, he's far.
Yeah, he's in. Yeah. So, but so that's that. And so also too, I think somebody asked about Arthur and Jackie. Oh my God, tourism is a wonderful thing, and that's why we always say we don't really do trips. We do tourism. That's what we do. So the tourism piece, they came as tourists some time ago, and they fell in love with the place. I mean, they're not, 22 years old. They got some days on them, and so they have some experience. They know what they like, and so they came here. And I just give you the short version. They came here. They decided to, you know what, I want to, maybe move there. And so,
Oh, that's right. You know what? I'm so slow because I forgot on their first trip they came around this time. It was like winter time. And they were so hype on the phone. They was like, we were going to do a week. We were going to do 2 weeks. They're like, you know what? Let's just do a month.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And when I say they hit the ground running, they hit the ground running. They've been steadfast from start to right now. And I am jealous of their energy, to be honest, because he did say they have some days on them. Yeah. But they've been super, super focused. And I can appreciate that because they understood the tourism art.
Yeah, and we presented it to them properly. And that's why you hear me say, a proper vacation. Everything should be proper. But anyway, long story short, now they've came back a couple of times. They happen to purchase some property here, some land. So they're going to be building a house. Jackie just returned back, which is a good thing. Art's on his way. He'll be here on Monday, I believe.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, actually, tomorrow. Time flies by so fast.
It does.
And and she just, we working with our South African partners here. She was able to, properly get her traffic registry number. And then she was able to purchase a vehicle. And now Jackie's riding around on the wrong side of the road.
and doing it quick.
Yeah. So, I mean, those are the types of things that are happening. I mean, we can't tell you everything that's going on, but it's actually happening. And we're really excited. No different than when we had Crystal, okay, and Brandon here.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sure you guys saw their video. I think they did 2 videos with us. They were super excited. And they had their kids there too. Super excited. I mean, honestly, that's the type of people that, everybody's welcome. But when you see these young, bright people, they're in their 30s and they're very smart, very, got their stuff together, being parents, South Africa needs that as well. And I know South Africa would appreciate them because I know they appreciated what happened to them here. And they went to Joburg, Cape Town, and Durban, didn't they?
Yeah, they went to all 3.
Yeah. They was like, we ain't playing.
And it's funny. No, they went to all 3 and then was like, hey, can we add Joburg back?
So they came back to Joburg.
So they started in Joburg and then ended in Joburg. And they basically said they wouldn't have it any other way because they really felt like Joburg is where they want to be.
Yeah.
So it solidified that when they did their return trip after they spent that time in Durban and Cape Town.
Yeah. Well, I will also say to you that Linwood, he's here as well. He's here right now. He's leaving Monday, but he'll be right back.
Tuesday.
He's leaving Tuesday. I'm sorry, but he'll be right back. But he purchased a little location here as well, and it worked out. He got a lock up and go scenario. So when he comes here, he'll have a place to stay. Him and his wife, and then on top of that, he can pass that down to his family.
Yeah,
because it's in his name. It's his. That's good stuff.
I think the good thing too, which also cracks me up, I call him Pops because he's really old enough to be my dad.
He's just 73.
Well, he'll be 74 in September. Let's get it right. He was supposed to already be gone, but he made it very, very clear that the view from his apartment, he was like, I don't want to leave. And then what's even funnier is that he will literally be back in 27 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how, and then he's already planning to come back in December. So he's already making sure that this is his home away from home. by spending as much time as he can here. He wants his children to come and see it so that they can get an understanding of what it is he's done for them by purchasing this, apartment here.
Yes.
And he loves it here. And it's for me to see someone, in their 70s, really loving it here and really feeling like this is where they belong. I'm like, and then to hear them say they've been coming to Africa back and forth, but never really South Africa. And of all the African countries, once he saw us and saw that apartment, he was like, that's where I want to be. And he, again, steadfast, made up his mind and is here. I'm like, I feel like we did what we were supposed to do. Like, that is like, to me, confirmation that, we do have to stay focused on what it is we're doing, so that you guys can make, good decisions for your families, for your legacies, which is another reason why we're doing the real estate tour. So just, I'm grateful for him, because if you hear him talk to us and about us, he really is grateful as well.
Yeah, but he's also grateful for South Africa and what he's running into on a regular basis. Good things are happening to him.
Yeah, 100%.
All the time. So it's really not so much about us.
No.
Because he's running into what he's running into.
Right.
And we truly like it. Another thing I want y'all guys to do is to, subscribe to our social medias across the board. I'm gonna put the information up while we're chatting. Because we want people, the more people that's on our socials, the more content that we put out. Sometimes I might put something out on Twitter and I might not put it out on another platform, or I might put it out on Facebook and I might not put it on YouTube. So the best thing you could do is just kind of, go around, click all the little buttons. Everything is the Real South Africa. You go to Facebook, put in the Real South Africa, and then you can follow us there. And then, of course, you can go to Instagram. It's the Real South Africa 18 on our Instagram page. So we would truly love that. That would be awesome. Because we've been trying to, get our presence up there, because people keep telling me, and actually a lot of people are finding us on our Instagram asking about trips and tourism. So that's a good thing. And then, of course, our favorite thing is our YouTube channel. If you are watching, just go ahead and subscribe to our channel so we can get it out to as many people, because we've been hearing people say, hey, they send us a message and they'll say, hey, I stumbled up on your page, which is true. But somebody somewhere else liked our channel, liked everything, and they kept liking it and subscribing. And then the algorithm says, hey,
maybe you should subscribe to this channel.
Yeah, maybe you can find some like people.
So just do it.
And then there's somebody in California who's calling us saying, hey, I stumbled up on your channel, and I like the content.
So thank you.
Yeah. So we really appreciate that. Now, a lot of you guys are asking about really one thing and one thing only.
Ooh.
Right? It's called the real estate tour. The real estate tour has taken what you call it, a life of its own.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a life of its own.
And let me tell you what happened. I'm just gonna tell you what happened. This is what happened. There's beautiful homes here. There are everywhere, and there's no doubt about it. So many estates, and I'm just talking about Johannesburg. I'm not talking about all the other locations. So people keep asking us, hey, I want to see a house. Is there any way I can see a house? So we've been actually trying to add it to their itinerary, but we can't never really get the good focus on them seeing the homes, even though people have purchased homes already, which, some of them will not be named, but they've purchased homes because they came here with the Real South Africa. I will say that with that being said, it became a lot.
Yeah. So unintentionally, when we were just showing you guys what was available, it got to a point where it was like, maybe we should just do something that we've never done, which is put together a tour that's specific to real estate and then a little bit of fun on the back end.
A lot of fun, actually.
It is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I'm excited. So it makes it easier for logistics, because it does take a lot to get you to even see one house. So because you guys don't understand. I won't say it like negatively, but the real estate market here doesn't work like it does in the US. So because you can't just call a real estate agent at the last minute, like, can I see a house? Most things have to be scheduled. So because that does take some timing and some purpose, then we just decided to do it this way so that you can have all the experts and the professionals in one room, and you can blast them with questions, and then you can see properties, and then if you decide you want to buy one, you can, but at least you'll have enough information, you'll have enough contacts, so that even if you don't purchase when you come in November, that you'll have enough information so you can make an educated decision, because we're going to have the experts in the room for you.
Yeah, and that's basically the whole, that's you might not know the value of what we're doing, sitting over in the US. I get it. You might not understand the value of being able to put a conveyancer in the room with you, who is the people who do the closing, to be able to talk to a builder if you're planning on building, being able to talk to the people who register your homes in your name, and all these professionals. They're all going to be there to include. You might not, see the value in somebody who's going to be doing the financing for your home if you need financing, and all the professionals that are going to be there. We're going to make all that possible when you do come to the real estate tour. So it's going to be pretty unique, and all the mystery is going to be out. And like Tasha said, I hate to repeat her.
You can repeat it.
I'm gonna repeat.
I'm gonna give him permission.
First of all, we got somebody from West Virginia. What's up, West Virginia?
What in the world?
West Virginia sister.
Wow.
That's a unicorn.
It definitely is a unicorn. Hey.
Yeah. Tasha's from Virginia anyway, so.
It's not West Virginia.
Yeah. Different place. Yeah. But
no offense to West Virginia, but it's not the same.
Yeah. But so, but yeah, so we're excited, and everybody is already on board with us to make this happen. They're standing by, trying to figure out what they can do to make these properties available to those African Americans and those in the diaspora that's coming. So it's going to be an amazing thing. And like I said, I think it's the first time ever it actually happened.
You need to. I'm sorry. You don't want to. You always ride on the wrong side of the road, but you want to drive on the wrong side of the road. On the road, Miss Cynthia. You want to drive on it. That's what you want to do.
Hey, Hauteng Tourism. How you doing?
Hey.
Yeah. So that's what's going on with that. There's already some videos out on our YouTube channel. I put a few of them out, and there'll be more content coming. And a lot of people have already signed up, which was good. I think the first day we put it out, we got several people. Yeah. It's like, you know what? I definitely want to come and see the homes. Now, the good part about it is, now you're probably thinking in your mind, man, after X amount of days, I'm going to be tired of seeing homes. But let me tell you something.
Oof.
Let me tell you something. We want you to be as comfortable as possible, because that's what we do. We do luxury travel here in South Africa. So obviously we're going to come pick, we're going to pick you up from the airport. We'll take you to a beautiful location. The Legacy Hotel Group has partnered with us, so we got some nice suites that you guys are going to be staying in. So whoever's coming is going to be in a very nice suite. And it's going to be, and we're going to be in Sandton. So there's a lot of stuff around. So when you finish looking at homes and you are amazed, because you will be, then you can actually relax in a very luxurious environment. For one, we're gonna have a few scheduled events. Like, we're gonna have a whiskey tasting. Actually, I went to that same whiskey tasting a couple nights ago.
Man.
Yeah. Well,
we did. It was nice.
Yeah, we go because we want to. If it was whack, we're not going.
And the truth of the matter is, we're not going to share anything with you that we haven't experienced ourselves. No one can tell us on anything if we haven't experienced it. So we basically take our time to explore and find new things for you guys. And then if we decide it's something that we want to share, then we share. There's a lot of things that we have in our kit bag that we haven't really pulled out yet, because we're just living our everyday lives while we're here. Mm-hmm. But it definitely is with the Legacy Group and all the things that we have access to because of the partnership with them, and all the things that you're going to have access to after the long day of seeing homes. It's going to be well worth it to just relax. It's gonna be really nice.
Yeah. So check this out, guys. Look who popped up.
What up?
Look who popped up
the
on
whole
the screen.
name. That's why his whole name, Ronnie Edward Dunn.
Look at who popped up, Ronnie Edward Dunn. We're gonna get this young man right here back on.
We're gonna schedule that.
Yeah, get him back on very, very soon. You guys were asking about him, so cool. So part 2 of the real estate tour, you're gonna go look at some beautiful estates. You're gonna look at, I know we can't put everything in a video. It's a little much. I'm being honest with you. It's a bit much.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say to you, there's going to be different types of properties from lock up and goes to lock up and goes are like apartments, 1-bedroom apartments, condos.
Apartments.
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3-bedroom apartments. And then of course we're going to go up as far as money can buy, if you're interested. So that's what's going to happen. So if you have any questions about that, please just send us a message, let us know. And then if you're interested, which I think you guys are, I think you guys could actually just go to our website, which is therealsideofafrica.com, scroll down to the bottom, and then there's the information that you need, and so forth. And and then you'll be on the real estate tour. You'll see us, you'll see a lot of other people as well, and everything will be good to go on that concern. Okay, so let me see. Miss Melanated Royalty. Hello, RSA. I love your videos. I've been watching for 2 years. We've been doing this for 2 years.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, and I do agree with you. I feel it's time for you to get there soon. To get there and to walk the walk here in South Africa is honestly, our videos don't give it enough.
Really
it doesn't.
I mean, we do the best we can, but you got to really get here and consume it and feel it, because it's 2 things that you can't really do via the video. You need to be able to actively consume it and feel it yourself. I mean, you've seen other people do the same thing, but it really is the truth. You got to come. So come on.
Hey, Shimon. Cool. So another thing about the real estate tour. You're coming to Africa. You're coming all the way to Africa. Outside of the stuff that you're going to do, on your own in the evening, because you can just walk out the building and go where you want to go. Just be ready.
Lots of stuff out the door.
Yeah, and just be ready in the morning to go. And you'll have people that you don't know right now on the tour, but you will meet them, and those will be your buddies for life, and so forth, which is good. Now, I will also say that the last couple of days while you're here, we're going to take you out to a game lodge. This game lodge is very nice. Mm-hmm. You're going to go out and you're going to have proper guides taking you around looking for lions, looking for rhino, and seeing those things in their own space. It's not like, you're going to the zoo and they're just standing there
waiting for you to come on.
Yeah, and they just kind of look at you. You're going to be in their space. Yeah. You're going to be, obviously you'll be safe. Anywhere you're going to be here in South Africa, you're going to be safe. So that shouldn't be a concern. But what should be a concern is how much fun you're going to have, how you're going to actually open up, mm-hmm. and how you're going to have an experience that your friends that you go to work with every day, or even go to church with, because today is Sunday, they're not. They're not going to have. They're just not going to have. So and we provide all that for you, all of that. We're going to have vehicles picking you up, taking you everywhere. You don't have to sort out nothing. Just bring a change of clothes and toothbrush.
Yeah. And you could, most of the places we put you in have wash machine and dryer or laundry services. So you don't have to pack too much. For those of you women that like to figure out if you got to have a different outfit for every day and go back home with dirty clothes, you can wash them while you're here. It's okay if you repeat an outfit. No one's going to tell.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking at this unbothered Maverick. I see you come. Okay.
He didn't finish it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Finish it. I'm not familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Okay.
Cool. Utah. Wow. Middle of the country.
Yeah. I know most South Africans haven't heard of Utah, but it's the actual state like Georgia or whatever. And he put black men because it's not that many black men out there in general.
He's another unicorn.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, absolutely. But thank you for coming. Thank you for coming through. We truly appreciate it. Yeah, this comment right here is a great comment. Houses in South Africa are amazing, and I would like to say that they are probably the best in the world.
You've been around, so you can kind of.
Yeah. And I'm sitting here in Blue Valley right now, and I see houses being built. People, families moving in. People look like myself and Tasha, and
they just look like you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like this,
that's true. That's very true.
This person here said, I really love lifestyle estates. I like midstream in particular. Mm-hmm. It reminds me of a nice military base with everything in it. Well, yeah, for those that were in the military, yeah, you normally have your commissary, your post exchange or base exchange if you was or Navy exchange, which is like a shopping center. And then you have like your daycares and you have your hospitals, everything. But this is the type of lifestyle estate that midstream is. Mm-hmm. Actually, midstream is 7 different estates. Yeah. And actually, we're actually going to midstream as part of the real estate tour. So that's on it as well. So you'll see all these things, but they have much more. Actually much more. Yeah. I mean, between the pools and the gyms and the shop and everything is there. Gas stations.
They had several engine stations. You have to say garage or engine stations.
Yeah.
So, he knows better.
Yeah. So the other part too is tuning in from Norfolk, Virginia. Hey, Norfolk.
I know what side of the world that is too. What's up?
Yeah. And then of course we got one of our people who came here before. Her name is Ari. She has a tour as well. Coming here.
It's a coming out tours in October. Mm-hmm. And if you're interested, send an email to info@therealsouthafrica.com and I will shoot that to you. But she is going to have a conference here for 3 days. But she's
Google her name. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it up there for a minute.
Google
her name, and then you'll see how significant she really is, and she's actually changing lives as well. In the U.S. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah. Okay.
First of all, that's hilarious.
So do we have any other questions outside of for the real estate tour? Going once. Going
hit
twice.
The new comments button and see what's at the bottom.
Oh, let's see what's going on. I'm sorry. There's a lot of comments here. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh. You miss all your friends, but you're on your way back.
Yeah.
You did make a lot of friends.
You did.
You really did.
You did. Yeah, you did. That's all right. But yeah, South Africa is a whole different vibe. I've been around the world. I haven't seen anything like this. And that's why, people think that we just picked up and left one day. That's not what happened at all. It took us many years. So that's why we tell people to start their journeys now. If you're however old you are, start your journey. And then because we didn't have anyone to assist us in our journey.
No.
Yep. Nobody to help us actually. And so we figured it out for ourselves. And then we happened to remember what happened, what we did. And then from there, it was easy to, shoot it down to the people that's been coming behind us. And everybody has truly appreciated, what we were able to do.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So but everything is going well. Yeah. So let me see what else. Now, we're getting ready for a lot more adventures. I don't want you guys to think, because there's a ton of things to do between Joburg, Cape Town, and Durban. Tons of things. I'm sure Ronnie Dunn can tell you that. No, for real. I'm sure he can tell you that. I will say this. There are other adventures. There's Limpopo province, which is like a city. A state. Then we have Mpumalanga,
also a state,
which is another state. Both of them border Kruger National Park, which is a whole nother vibe itself. So if you go to our website, The Real South Africa, you will see those 2 tabs. If you want some, obviously we got it set up to where you would come to Joburg, spend a little bit of time, and then we will send you out. I'm trying to tell you, when I get downtime, that's where I go. I go there. I like it, and you will too. So, if you're interested in something that's completely different, something that nobody has ever done, then I would say come there, go there. So check out all that out on the website, and then reach out to us. So let me see. My best friend, this is another comment. My best friend lives in Blue Valley, and it's definitely an amazing, safe, and tranquil estate.
All of the above.
Yeah, Blue Valley is the epitome of soft life. Yeah. It is.
I've never heard it said that way, but thank you for reminding me that it's a soft life over here.
So okay.
That's funny.
Now, another thing I wanted to bring up is that as African Americans, I might get a little somber here, but as African Americans, we should be visiting. I mean, they got planes going both ways. We got this very powerful passport, very powerful, that can pretty much get us anywhere. There are people that have to come here, even from African nations, and get a visa to come to South Africa, and sometimes it just isn't granted, right? So, but we can just fly in. So let's take advantage of that. Start showing up. Start meeting our brothers and sisters. Let's just start, and that's all I can ask. From there, you're going to be like Ronnie Dunn just said. I made a lot of friends. I made a lot of connections.
And the thing is, if you come here with the expectation of not necessarily only self-discovery, but discovery of South Africans and their history and who they are as a people, what you leave with will definitely be a hunger for more. And you'll just basically start to do your own, I won't say research, but you'll definitely start to consume more South African content. You'll be trying to figure out how you can get back here. When you meet the people here, you're going to be able to make your own networks. People are going to know someone that knows someone that knows someone. And that's how you're going to get put on in a lot of ways. So, but you can't do that unless you're here. Like, you really got to physically come and build that relationship. So it is definitely very relational. There's can be some things that are transactional, but most of the time, I would say a lot of what we've been able to accomplish has been pure relational. Because they're happy that we're here. They definitely want to see us succeed. They want to see others like us here. They want to help you succeed as well. And they do ask all the time, how come there's not more? How come that's not more? So the more of you that decide to travel here, definitely book with us. We can definitely put you in the places that will allow you to grow off the top. And Ronnie can attest to that.
Yeah. He's actually attesting to a lot of things.
Yeah.
As you see on the screen, he's attesting. That's his testament, right? It's okay. It's all, we are grown, I think. At least most of us are. Yeah.
He said he can't shake it. Look, I'm moving as fast as I can to sell everything. It's not funny. I know you put LOL behind it, but it's really not funny because you're dead serious that you really are like working your plan. And you really can't shake it. I mean, do you think that obviously we didn't shake it because we
never did. No,
but it was a situation where from 2010, which is when he first came, 2011 when I first came, it was like every day we was like, when are we going to get back? When are we going to get back? When are we going to get back? When are we going? When are we going? So, you'll feel it too. Trust me.
Yeah, sure. So again, here we are. Like this young man here, he's late. He showed up. He's South African. So okay.
We forgive you. We forgive you.
It is all good. It is literally all good. But again, we do have payment plans because we understand how things work. I mean, we do. So we're not acting crazy. We do understand that, we ask for a deposit so then we can start, securing things for you. People don't realize that South Africa is a place that a lot of people around the world come to. It's not like going to, everybody on that side of the world, as far as tourism, they cater to America because that's their biggest market. But this isn't the biggest market, Americans. So they cater to the other people primarily. So that's why we're here, because we can market directly to you. We can show you exactly what's going on. I mean, hell, even Michael Bazin was just here recently, and he was shocked. He was like, "Wow, I did not know. I had no clue." And honestly, he followed our itinerary, for the most part, and he came through, and it was awesome. So there's that. And then, of course, you can always, visit our website. We would like for you guys to do that. And if Ronnie would tell you, we put a lot of care and logistics into our packages. It's not just us. You might think it's just us. We just own the company, and whatnot. But there's a lot of other people out there that are making things, work for you when you get here. But you got it. It's time. I hate to keep being a talking head, but it's time to have a very proper vacation. Because I remember when I got a little. I mean, I earned my 10 days off, 2 weeks off, and then so I either rent a car and drive myself, or I book, I book a hotel or something. I get there, and then I waste most of my time not knowing what to do.
Yeah, trying to figure it out.
And if you ask Ronnie, he didn't have to figure it out. It was there right in front of him. And pretty much all the other hundreds of people that have come.
Yeah.
And the people that are here now experiencing it, they're like, wow, everything is here set up for me. And then they turn around and they say, thank you to South Africa. And I say, great, thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, we want you to have a proper experience, and that's important to us.
Right.
Okay, so there we go. So now I think we might have a few more questions.
I don't know.
Yeah. So this person, I heard a digital nomad visa is coming up soon. We've been told the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's happening. And then, of course, somebody asked us, have you guys checked out the Eastern Cape?
Oh my God, yes.
Of course we've been to the Eastern Cape. Yeah, what was that? Cape St. Francis, Titsakama.
That's where we stopped at.
Yeah, we ended up going to PE, but we actually drove. We drove all the way from Johannesburg.
And I want to do that again so bad.
Yeah,
but I want to go further this time.
Yeah.
Like I want to go past Titsakama all the way down.
Yeah. And then somebody asked about, because real estate is big in an entire country, but I mean, we can't do an entire country. But they're 100% right. Polokwane.
Yeah.
There are places there that are extremely nice. Just like Joburg. This is what we're doing today. So maybe, if things start happening, we'll do more as things go on. And so as I said, we're adding adventures based on our engagement from you guys. And of course, you guys patronizing our business, and then we can do what we got to do to make things work for us. Yeah. As y'all notice, I keep putting this comment up because that's a good idea.
Thank you, Tokozani.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So in closing, you got anything you want to say, Tasha?
I'm going to say something I always say, which is go to the website, pick your own dates, book a trip with us. If you're unsure, schedule a call, send us an email. But for the most part, I think that it's never too soon to start planning. I mean, if you know you need a year or two to get your stuff together, let's have a chat. I mean, we work with just about everybody. So we give you time, because I really feel like you need to experience this for yourself, especially if you're looking for something and you really don't know what it is. This will fill in all the blanks for you. Because I will tell you that I didn't know this is what I was looking for when I was, with my head down, running that PT clinic for 10 years before we sold it, until we came here. And I was like, oh, this is what I'm working for. This is what I was promised when they told me to go to school and get this education and get this doctorate degree. And they told me all those things. It was supposed to feel like this. Well, the United States didn't offer that for me. So if you're someone out there looking for what it's supposed to feel like because you put your time in, come to South Africa. You'll be like, oh, this is what it's supposed to feel like. And I promise you'll understand from there.
Yeah. And I put this comment up, like about the school tours. Honestly, we've sent, like I said, we had schools contact us because they know what we do, and so we work pretty closely with Crawford. There's others, but Crawford International, and we've done a video with those guys. You guys can scroll through and you'll see it. And we've had a lot of people come here on a tour, and part of their tour they wanted to go visit schools. And I think Brandon and
Crystal,
Crystal, they went, and if you go back and look at their video, I mean, they were highly impressed with the cost and what you get, as a private institution. So those opportunities exist there as well. So it's very interesting. So I don't know. So, but as far as what I have is that, I'm always going to say this is a very grassroots movement. I sat back many years ago, back in 2006, 2007, and somebody mentioned this guy named Barack Obama. I had no clue who he was, but between the black radio stations, black people in general, and then there were some white people, obviously, that actually, talked about, this guy. And then here you are, you got a stage full of candidates, and there's just one black guy over there, and it's like, who's that guy? But this guy's almost I think we're about the same age, if not. Maybe we about the same age. So I was looking at.
Much older than you.
Yeah, I
mean, because you are old.
Yeah, shut up. Anyway, I was actually looking at this guy, and ultimately, when you read his book, he says it's a grassroots movement. He went everywhere he could. He did everything he could do. He got the support of his wife, and then he ultimately became president of the United States. And nobody could have never guessed it. So who's to say that we can't, be a group of people that come together, i.e., African Americans, those in the diaspora, and South Africans, and Africans in general. There's nothing stopping us. So we're going to knock down a lot of these little barriers. We're going to do what we got to do. And then once we do all that, then we can greet each other while we're, what I'm waiting for? I remember watching Long Walk to Freedom, the movie about Mandela, here in South Africa.
Yeah, that was
at the theater, or the cinema, or the Ster-Kinekor, or whatever it's called. And it was amazing. It was because we was here in South Africa watching his story. We went back to the States, and it hadn't even come out yet.
It didn't come out after Christmas.
Yeah, it came out like way after, and but it was just different being here. So I can only imagine. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of the backdrop of Black Panther was South Africa. And I'm not saying about the views. I'm talking about the cultures that they use, some of the languages. A lot of it was, John Connie. He was in it. I just saw him in a play just recently, right here in Johannesburg. Literally just the other day, he wrote it in the whole nine. I went to go.
Beautiful play.
Yeah, and I went to go see it. So South Africa has a rich history, so I can only imagine when Wakanda Forever comes out.
Ooh.
When it comes out, with the buzz is going to be like here in South Africa.
Man, we're gonna be on.
Yeah,
20.
it's gonna be what? So that's what I'm saying. So let's start putting these plans together. Get to our website. Find a package that works for you. For some odd reason, if you can't seem to manage that, then all I can say to you is book a phone call. Yeah, we will chat to you or send us an email, and then we will sort that out for you. That is not a problem. That is not a problem, and we'll get you here, and then you're going to meet South Africans simply because you're here. It's just that simple. So that's all I have. So you guys, there's a lot of people in the room, but it's time for us to shut it down, and we hate to leave you guys, but we're going to start doing a little bit more lives.
Yeah, we will. We'll try and get Ronnie back on.
Yeah.
I know you guys were talking about the sound in his last video, but trust me, he still has a lot more to say. He's joined in on this live. He's put some comments in there. Obviously, you can contact him directly if you want to, but we're definitely going to get him back on. and let him answer some questions for you guys himself. So thank you guys for watching. Have an awesome Sunday night. I'm going to shut it down.
Shut down.
Bye, guys.